All right, ready to get underway. Elly De La Cruz stepping in for the Rangers.
Whoa.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And it's even up.
You can feel the extra attention on Elly anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that.
De La Cruz dives back in, but they got him. So now it's Corey Seager. And a foul ball. In the air, left field. Kwan on the move. And there's 2 away. Next up for Texas, Wyatt Langford.
Huh.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that's the 3rd out. Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. Sosa getting the start at second, hitting leadoff in today's game. And he was born in Panama. Next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And it's into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Trey Turner will hit next. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Ball inside.
Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count is 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Oh, he can't hang on. Throws to second.
Safe.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Golden opportunity right here. Base hit left field.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball.
That gets by him. 1 runs in. Flying around third is Turner. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Swings through that.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Out towards right center field. Base hit. One run is in. Now a second crosses the plate, and they're up by 4.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Here comes the 0-1. Nimmo takes it in for the out. And there's one away. One out man at first. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Higashioka tries to block it, but it gets away. No advance, though. Climbs the ladder and makes the catch. Here's the center fielder, Otto Kemp.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Struck him out swinging. That'll end the inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. All set for the start of the inning.
Well, early in this ball game, down by 4 runs, you've got to try to get a run back and just look at taking at least one an inning. Before you know it, you'll be tied up.
One away. Here's Brandon Nimmo. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Adios, pelota. A solo shot. One down. Here's Josh Young. That one fouled off. Breaking ball inside. And that is ball 1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down. So next to hit for Texas, Kyle Higashioka. That one way inside. Hard hit to third. Boom. Throws on to first. That ends the frame. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the second. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Late on that fastball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out. So the Philly batting order turns over. Edmundo Sosa, the next to hit. Ball 1 there. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 2 down, bases empty. Trey Turner at the plate.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
And that's a fair ball. Here's Harper now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Just missed. Turner off of first with 2 away. Fair ball. Coming home. The relay throw.
Back-to-back base hits. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on point.
That is the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, on to the third inning. Michael Hellman stepping in for the Rangers. And first offering is fouled off. Popped up. Harper gets under it. And there's one down. Now it's the second baseman, Alex Freeland.
Whoa.
This one high in the air to left center. Takes it in for the out. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Elly De La Cruz getting ready to hit. Base hit center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
All over that one right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
The 1-0. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. He'll take a trot around the bases. So 2 down. Up next for the Rangers, Wyatt Langford. Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Oh.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Squirts away a little bit. Hard liner. And that is that. Bottom of the inning. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. 0-1.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Nice grab. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 1. That's inside, and it's 1-0. Foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Into the outfield, base hit. And a man aboard. So up next, Stephen Kwan. De La Cruz. 1 at second, and that's 2. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. New inning getting started. Brandon Nimmo stepping in for the Rangers.
Well, these Rangers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
1 up, 1 down.
And you know, bloops and lasers, they both count the same. So we know there's 0 complaints about double digits in the hit column, no matter how it happens.
That one ripped left field. Way back there. Adios, pelota. He muscles that one out of here. One down. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
That's a ball.
In the air to left center. Kwan settles under this one. And there are two down. Michael Hellman stepping in for the Rangers. He's 0 for 1. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now back in safely at first.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Nope, that's off the plate.
He goes down looking. Bottom of the fourth, and digging in for Philadelphia, Otto Kemp. One down. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. That's in there. That's strike one.
Here he
Takes a
goes.
swing. Now an appeal to first. And he held back, according to Dave Lawrence.
No, that's a ball.
Hellman drifts towards it. And there are two outs. So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. And first offering is fouled off. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Well, he saw that changeup really well. Just a little early. Still barreled it, as you see, home run distance. Just couldn't keep it fair.
And a good eye there. Backed off the plate that time. Stretches out and hauls it in. Back here in Philadelphia, ready now for the fifth inning, Elly De La Cruz stepping in for the Rangers. That's inside. That one ripped. And a quick out, number one. Here's Seags to the plate now. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch, and he has to get out of the way.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And that is out of play. The Rangers down by a run, and we're at the top of the fifth. Now one missed. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. So Seags suffers the strikeout. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. In the air, center field. Kemp should have this one. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the fifth. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. And he makes the catch. And there's one away. Here comes Bryce Harper. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Throws to first. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Alec Bohm. There's a strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Young. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, top 6. Jake Burger stepping in for the Rangers. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Ball
That's a
one
ball.
low. To third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Next to hit, Brandon Nimmo. This one ripped, but foul to the right. The Rangers trailing by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And now it's going to be Josh Young.
Huh.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one carrying. It bangs off the wall. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Brad Keller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate.
Oh, gets dirty. Fires to first. In the dirt, he picks it. And that's a great play. So go-ahead run. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rangers. Evan Carter looking for a 2-out hit with a runner at scoring position. Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. Runner at second. 2 down. That one misses.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 2. Tapped softly to the right side. And that's just foul. The 2-1. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. The run comes in from second. They've got the lead 6-5. The relay to third.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And that is that. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 6th inning. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Fastball for a strike. Next pitch off the play. Now 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle, didn't square it up as much.
This one's into the outfield, could be extra bases. Here comes Schwarber around third. The relay, and he's out. So now with 1 away and a man at second. And now for the Phillies, Stephen Kwan. Nimmo running hard to get it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And digging in for Philadelphia, Otto Kemp. That is the inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We go to the top of the 7th. Ellie De La Cruz stepping in for the Rangers. Misses inside. Ball 1.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
He's got it. 1 away. And here's Corey Seager to hit. He's already homered in this game. Just missed. Keller in his 8th season, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2017. And another ball. Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
No swing. That's ball 4. He walked him. 1 out man at first. Now the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And now it's Jake Burger to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Up the middle. What a stop. Here's 1. Ow! The double play ends the inning and might have saved the game for them. Back here in Philadelphia, so digging in now for Philadelphia, Adolis Garcia. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Freeland tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And here is Sosa to the plate. 1 for 3. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Brings it in. 2 down. Trey Turner now. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And that's got extra bases written all over it. That is the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the 8th. Brandon Nimmo now at the plate.
Oh. Oh, that's inside.
No question about this one. It's out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Zach Pop.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And there's 1 down. Here's the catcher to hit, Kyle Higashioka. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And he grounds one back up the middle. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And that's a one-out single.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infield.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there.
Oh,
and it's a foul ball. Inside, almost got him. Out towards right center field. Marsh moving under it. That's out number 2. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Alex Freeland. There's a strike. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. Booyah! A 2-run blast. It's their second home run of the inning. Back to the top of the order now. Elly De La Cruz stepping in for the Rangers. That's ripped. Base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits.
Tanner Banks gets the ball now.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
De La Cruz off of first with 2 away. Inside, just missed. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford, inside and
hit him.
And now the bases are loaded. All loaded up. Jake Burger will hit next. 6 straight outside the strike zone.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got...
Brings it in for the 3rd out. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Phillies, Bryce Harper. This one smoked on its way out of here. He muscles that one out the opposite way. And here comes Alec Ball. Misses inside. Ball 1. And there's one down. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
No, outside.
Ripped into left center, base hit.
Everything came together for him. High fastball. Even a little above the zone, but
they go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Jacob Junis. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Real Muto, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Now this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And now it's 1-2. That one missed. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
so important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Almost got him. And they'll do it again. The 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Freeland gets it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Back at Citizens Bank Park. All set to start the 9th in this one. Brandon Nimmo stepping in for the Rangers. And a swing and a miss there.
Ball low.
Next
No,
one
that's
misses.
a ball.
Ball 2. This one in the air, center field. Marsh under it. And there's one away. Digging in, Josh Young.
Nope. Ball 1.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. Kyle Higashi. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Max Lazar.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. One down. Now here is Evan Carter. Smoked on the ground a second. Fires to first in time. Next up for Texas, Alex Freeland. And that one hammered. Marsh going back. Up against the wall and brings it in. It's all set for the bottom of the 9th. And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Langford takes it in for the out. One up, one down. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Adolis Garcia. Young zips it to first. He's out. So now the Phillies down to their final out. Edmundo Sosa, the next to hit. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw.
No, he got it.
It was never going to be easy after the misplay. Runner at first with 2 away. And down to shortstop, Trey Turner.
Calling at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Ball inside.
Ground ball, and this should do it. Ball game. Gore with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
11-6 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.